Okay, anyhow, I was doing more on Excel only. Yeah, you anyhow get those, take those files here. Now, city and then the state territory bus. What is this? Okay, fine bus. Now, if I know the state territory key, to get more details of city, state, country, I need to extend from there. No, sorry, I get city, state, all this. But if you need to get the continent or the global regioning, like say North America or Europe or Asia Pacific, I need to have another file, right? Where is that file given to me? I'll open that out. Let me close this file. What does that file? Sales territory. Now what does this have? This will tell me territory region. It says north region and then country and then what is it? Group bus. Okay. So let me just copy this from this information. Go on to my file. Yeah. Okay. So from this territory key, does it connect to this? Sales. If I know the territory key, I can know what is a region and what is a country, but what is a territory group. But in fact, if you see, I am already getting this country here. I am already getting this country, so I would not be really interested to hold region and country because I already have the. I can get the region, but country I would not be interested. First, let's have it, then we'll see later. Okay. So I would have a different color for this again. This would be color. Now you understand this? No, geographic key is connecting to this, and sales territory key is again connecting to other set of data, which gives me more details on that. Clear? Okay. Now.
Still a code, right? How do you know code?
Which one? This one? I think it's giving you. It is giving you like AU or something, right? Yeah. You can get this out. Okay, no problem. We'll first we'll formulate the schema. Then while building, let's observe the file. If you really need it, let's take it. Otherwise, while loading, I'll not take it into PDF. Like we can also stop it there also here. Then we have something called sales channel code. Yeah, we have some information on that also. Yeah. Sales channel, which is just giving me sales channel name or alternative name. There are two names, alternative name or two names. So can I just get this into? Yeah. Now I'll just take this in something. Yeah. Let me do this. Okay, boss. Similarly, I'm just trying to bring in all the. I'll do that out. You understand now what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Now I have something for the product. This is what I'm expecting. Pay special transfers. So these all would be with linking to what? These all are of product. Done bus. Now from this product subcategory, do I expand to what? I get to know the category names, right? But this gives me product subcategory key. So from there I need to jump in another file which gives me what? Category names from there. Product what is subcategory? Yeah. So it just gives me English subcategory name, Spanish. Why did we take Spanish also? Let me cut this out. It's only got the description. Yeah. English naming on that, yeah, and tells me which category does this belong. Yeah, good. So I'll take these two.
Let's say we don't have delete those columns. Let's say a German guy logs in with his credentials. Will it show up in German?
No, right? But here I'm not making it very complex. Yeah. Okay, so these two columns would be, it gives me name of, see here it will have the product key, and this column will give me the name of the description of that key. Right? Then I'll have another column, what is product category key. If I got to know what category is it, then I have another file again which gives me that. Where is product category details? Again, English, Spanish, French. Deleting this. So let me have only the English name, yeah. Okay, boss. This again, let's go with color. Color takko sunnai. Done, yeah. Now you understand the link now. Then order dates. I'm not linking anything to the dates. I just have the dates. Okay, just 3 dates. Then customer. For more details on the customer, I have another file which gives me customer details. What is it? Customer details. Yeah. Okay, so customer key, and all this will be of the same. So from the customer key, I get to know the details of the customer here. Okay, what's done? And then this is just the. Now you can understand. This is just the the currency. You understand? Just the currency first. I'm going to change this to currency value. Okay, I'll try to fit this with INR or dollars or whatever. It's going to be currency column. So basically, this currency column will explain the values of which columns first. Say when you say unit price or extended amount or unit price discount amount, all these are being referred to what? Same currency, because this is a transaction currency. All these will be of same currency only. But for quantities, I really don't have the measure first. Do I have measure for the quantities first? It's not given, but can I know it from the, if I go to product master, weight unit measure code, from there can I get the unit, what was the measure of the product? Because I know the product here. When I do look up here, I can get the unit of measure and then fill that also. Can that be done? Yeah, good. That is it. Anything else we missed out? So that's what we wanted to do. So if you observe now, I've got so many characteristics and so many keywords. This is my main fact table. Yeah.
So let's assume that in the same way.
One second.
He gives currency numbers and.
We can write some routines. Yeah. I don't make it very complex at the first cases. If he gives numbers,
and if he gives another table, say one is INR.
yeah, then what you will do while loading, you will have something called transformations. You will write an if condition saying if incoming value is 100, perform a lookup to that and then fill this, perform a lookup. We will be doing those lookups already now in this case. Or I will do that lookup, no problem. Yeah. Let's have currency key only. Yeah. Let's formulate that again. So now you can understand this as your fact table and connecting to your dimensions. Is it not like a star schema view? No. I have not drawn the extended star schema of this. The facts and dimension tables. I'm just logical. This is what the architects do. They don't really draw the entire fact table, dimension table. They don't draw it. Okay. Did you understand this now? How it is being linked up? Now let's plan this up. Okay. Now tell me, once my info bit is created, can we reuse this for n number of structures? Yes, boss. Yeah. Now, first let's, as a project, we need to identify if I need to build this schema, what all is required. Let's start analyzing it first. Now, if you look at this, this is actually the name of the product category. This is the name of what? What is this? Name of the product category. Now let's go one by one. Okay. Let's start analyzing what all we have to do. Okay. Then we'll do the same thing. Yeah. Modeling aspects. Now say one. Let's concentrate on the product category. Now look at this. We have something called product category. We're going one by one column. Yeah. Or let's come from this way. Now we have what? Geographic key. Is it a characteristic or key figure? So do I need to create that info object for geographic key? Yeah. So now for this geographic key, will that have an attribute table? So all these would form attribute table of what? Geographic keys. Okay. So what my target would be, what first thing is model attribute table for what? Geographic. Like this, we'll have to have our own plan. Same way now. Okay. Now sales channel code bus. Now this is what been referred, sales channel name and alternative name, because they've got two names in it. One is like say internet to web, two alternative names. They can use anything like this. So in the reporting, you can use either of this name in the report depending on the requirement. Yeah. So now tell me, do you model them in attribute table or text table? Can I model them in text table? I'll store one in the medium description, one in the long or whatever it is. In the reporting, depending on the requirement, I'll just choose long or medium, or I can show both also. Both is not possible. You'll have to bring in, then you'll have to make it as an attribute. Assuming my user would be happy to know either alternative channel name or name. Preferably, I would say you would be more interested to see alternative channel name. Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll maintain this information into what? Text table. Attribute petta tappem ledhu. See, as an end user, as a business user, he is nowhere really concerned about whether you are storing the information in attribute table or text table bus. You store all this in single table and give him, he is not worried. As long as he is getting his report and the performance is fine, he is not really worried whether you are storing in master data or cube or ODS. He is not really worried on that. Okay. For us to touch up all the scenarios, I am going in that way. Yeah. So for sales channel code, for geography, I never wanted any text as of now. Yeah. So for sales channel, I wanted to manipulate this with what? Text table. Yeah. So I'll say for next one, what is that you should plan? Okay.
Text table will just contain the short, medium, and long text.
Yeah. It will have short, medium, and long. Yeah. Yeah. In the reporting, you can choose whether to show me short or medium or long, whatever it is.
Will have like the short will have the
Short I'll have one name, and for medium I'll have the another name.
And does it give an option of
Yeah, yeah.
having an extra large? Because I know
You also have extra large. 1333 was the column. And say, let's say sales channel with 2 text columns. And then I'll extract that sales channel data and push that into what? Text table. Okay.
basically reporting part.
So you should have the vision what you're trying to build. That's what I'm trying to build up. Yeah.
So the text where you will drag and drop and you will rename it as.
So display as text, display as short middle name, short name. I'll say instead of showing I and S, I'll say display as text. Then what are the description you made in the text table? It will be showing in the report. Yeah. Okay. Next, what is this? Product key. Obviously, again for product, you wanted what? Attributes. But look at this. I have something like English description. Can I push that to text table so that instead of wherever I am showing product number, I'll say show, because user will never understand when I show key as 587, 691 manually peట్టుకోవాలి. Does it make sense? No. User would does it make sense when he understands with the name. Yeah. But this English description was really big. Okay. For that, what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to put this model name, not model name. There's something English product name. I'll try to push that to text table. ఇది మళ్ళీ రిపోర్ట్ మరీ అదే మొత్తం స్క్రీన్ అంతా అదే ఉందన్న. సో డజంట్ మేక్ సెన్స్. సో ఐఎమ్ ట్రైంగ్ టు పుట్ దిస్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ప్రోడక్ట్ నేమ్ ఫర్ మై బిజినెస్ యూజర్ యాజ్ ది నేమ్. ఓకే. సో ఐల్ పుష్ దిస్ ఇంటూ వాట్? ఓకే. Into what? Text table, and let's push all others into what? Attributes. Okay. And I can take this into extra long text. If user wants, let him see later. If you really interested to see the very big text, let him see. Okay. We'll handle that in a different case. And rest all I would try to push them into what? Attributes. Okay. So 3 product, will it have attributes and what? So it's going to have attribute and text, yeah.
So you're saying that you're pushing the name as well?
I'm going to push the name as my text table. Why? Name is an attribute, I understand.
It's a small.
Not small. See, when I say text, okay, what you should understand is, let's say you see product keys as 587, 687, okay. Are you interested to see these keys in the reporting? No. Then what do you want to see?
It's not a cycle.
You want to see what? Product name, then set that as into text table. What value do you want to replace your key with? Put that into text table. Reporting lo keys వద్దన్నావు, keys బదులు ఏం పెట్టాలి మరి? ఆ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ టెక్స్ట్ టేబుల్ పెట్టేసి. ఓకే, అర్థం కాలే. నువ్వు ఒకసారి చూస్తేనే అర్థమైంది. సెకండ్ క్లాస్ థర్డ్ క్లాస్ ఐ డి నాట్ షో యూ. 1 second.
So you're telling me you're replacing that number with the text in that report.
So, but,
1 second. Let me clarify what is with that. Then you would do very good modeling. Yeah? I don't know whether there's some cubes in it or whether this is a new cube somewhere. I have customer key, does it have some description? Let me see whether it's maintained some text description in the backend. CKSR, yeah. He's got the text table, but does it have any text in it?
It's only video text.
He's got descriptions. Now then you'll understand exactly. Now I've got customer, okay. I'll say display as key and let me run the report. Yeah. There is some problem in the configuration, don't worry, I'll check that out. Then I'll say SAP user India 1, 2, 3. Now this is my report, okay. Now if you see, you're seeing the customers, okay. Only 5. Imagine the same report with something like say 25 customers. Does it really help the business to understand this report? Okay, it helps me. Okay, what I should do is, every time I look at this report, I should have one manual. Okay, 101 is Pratap. Okay, 102 is Sridhar. That's what I need. Does it help me? No. So what I'll do, you could do it, then you'll understand. What I'll do. So what I've done in the back end, I manipulated customer text table and stored their naming, what my business would prefer to see in the text table. Now I'll say what displays. I can say key and text also, both, yeah. Now I'll go down here and refresh my report. It starts showing me the key along with the name. Now it does make sense for me. Cubex Technologies is customer 101. Okay, what allowed. So what are the key you're seeing? With what description do you would like to see that key with? That is what I would like to maintain that in the text tab, because I have the flexibility saying display key and text, or only text, long text, medium text, like that. Nothing wrong even if you maintain it as attribute, nothing wrong. Because even if you maintain attribute, you can just get that at the side of a column also, nothing wrong. But see, because when you maintain text table, you are eliminating creation of some info objects. And one more flexibility is you can maintain the same thing in multiple languages. For now I'm loading in English, but if you have to load in multiple languages and depending on the language I log in, the value should change. That has to get into text table only. But if I'm looking at only English language, showing that as a side of a column, I can model that with attribute as attribute or text table also. But text table gets important when you really maintain the description in multiple languages. Okay, now it's fine. You understand? Now your doubt is solved.
So if you have a, let's say if you, there's a standard data source for one of the objects that you're creating or you're enhancing. There's a standard data source for master data text, which is available. So if you bring in the predefined information as for text, in that scenario, how would you go about adding these text columns into that?
No, see, I'm not going to add the columns. Data source will have these columns. My text table will have the language columns only. In the transformations, I would map this column to text table.
Right.
See, your text table will have customer key,
Right.
short, medium and long, 4 columns.
Right.
Your data source will give me the product key, then the alternative name and the next name. I'll map this alternate name to the middle name, middle description, medium description. I'll map the next name to this long description.
Right. That. I guess we'll get to it when else.
Okay.
So, but does this logic of yours hold good for several different sources as well? So will
For
you-
text here.
Yeah.
Then if you make it as compounding attribute, you're saying if I'm getting in for multiple sources, then when you make it as compounding, your compounding attribute will affect attribute table, text table, hierarchy tables, everything.
We have another idea.
Another idea as well in the text table also. Yeah. Okay, it's done.